Hey guys, this is TheEnder. Welcome back. Once again, this is the BCTV Group D of the round of 16. So I didn't mention the format in the last game, but so they changed up the round of 16, and it is going to be 2 best of 5s, like solo matches. It's not actually I mean, they say it's a Group D, but you're only playing one member of the group. So it's almost like a regular, solo elimination. But it is a best of 5, so 3 wins to escape and to knock out your opponent. Once again, it's going to be Sky versus Hero. Hero is going to be our red Zerg in the upper left position, and Sky is going to be our yellow Protoss in the bottom left position. Last game, we saw Hero pull it out, and I mean, it just came down to good scouting of a 2-gate. And I mean, it wasn't all that fast of a 2-gate. It was an in-base cross-position 2-gate, which, let's be honest, that's... I mean, when you do an in-base 2-gate, you're somehow thinking that you're going to transition out of it, but, I mean, if you had made a proxy, it would have been closer and it would have been a stronger rush, but there's less ability to transition out of it since you're going to probably lose the gateways the second you stop the rush. So going for an in-base, it's less all-in, but it's less powerful, and it just didn't work out very well. So that was game 1, this is game 2, and we'll see how it goes. So this is going to be on Circuit Breaker, and it looks like Sky is getting a good scout with his first probe. Scouting in the correct position. That's a wide ramp. Whoa, a little bit of a probe dance there. Wait, so we're seeing the exact same thing. He's not going for a forge fast expand. He's going for another in-base pylon, and he's already got his first gateway down. He's doing a really nice job blocking the initial hatchery. And he planting a pylon. But it looks like it was the same build. I wasn't paying too close attention. I think it was another overpool. And of course the overpool is another interesting build. So the way it works out is if you can, when your probe, once you've made your pool and your 12th or something drone is done, right when the pool finishes, you have just enough resources to put down the hatchery. But if you can't, you can save the minerals and use it instead to get the 6 slings, in case you need them. So it's a really nice build order where you actually have that little bit of flexibility to either choose to go for another macro type of building or to actually go for the ling push. Unfortunately, Hero didn't scout Sky, so his lings are on the wrong side of the map, and it's rather unfortunate. It's like a wasted opportunity of attack. Alright, so he has taken his 3rd base, and he took his natural after that. The first zealot from Sky, since he did go for a gateway first, is already inside Hero's base, and although he made 6 slings, he had to make another 2 sets of them because his lings were out of position on the wrong side of the map. So this is actually rather hilarious. I mean, more damage has been done in this game than... And the drone goes down! Oh man! Yeah, but more damage has been done this time around than the last time around, even though this time we only went for a single gateway and it wasn't really much of a rush. And of course, the probe is a nice little touch. As you probably know, Zealots will 3-hit Zerglings unless they have an attack upgrade above the Zergling's armor upgrade. Or you bring a probe, and so the Zealots do 2 hits and the probe does 1 hit, and the Zerglings go down like that, so that's why you got a probe additionally. But, yeah, so that Zealot is still alive, and it's got 2 kills. I know one of them was the drone. Did he get 2 drones? That'd be pretty good if he did. But Sky needs to keep those 3 Zealots back in his base, because there's too many lings, and he's seen that. Because there's 6 lings chasing his 1 Zealot in the main, there's another 4 chasing his other Zealot at the natural. Whoop, there he sees it, he sees all the lings together. Oh man, and I mean, if he tries to come home now, he just gets surrounded. I almost wonder if the best move for him there was just to like leave his zealots on the bridge, just to reduce the surface area. I don't know. Okay, so Hero's pulled all of his units off of gas. I'm not sure why he's doing that. Does that mean he only got the gas to get Zergling speed, and now he wants to get more hatcheries? I am not entirely sure. Scouting probe finds the Zerglings, and it's actually going to not only survive, it looks like it might actually get all the way back to the base. Now, is Hero going to put guys on gas just so the probe sees it? Oh no, the probe gets headed off, and he's going to die. Oh well. But alright, on the other side, Sky did get his expansion up, he got his cannon up safely, he's got a core blocking off some of the access to that cannon. Zerglings do have speed right now. Oh, and there's like almost no defense. And it seems like this is just so bad. I mean, once again, we have alright, 5 zealots, no speed, no +1, and there's already been a ton of Zerglings forced. I don't know why he's doing this. Now, if he could block the ramp, stay on the ramp. Yes, that's. There we go. Now that's reasonably efficient. Now he can send like one of those zealots to go harass the probes and have the other 4 hold the ramp. That's not a bad idea. Alright, so we have a Hydra Den from Hero. But what I was going to say before is, I mean, the normal. That was actually a pretty good engagement for him since he held the ramp. But yeah, so usually Protosses go for that. You know, Forge Fast Expand, Cannon with a wall. You know, it's just so useful because you can block it with like a zealot and a zealot or a probe, or some small number of units, and Zerglings cannot do anything to you. They just can't break through. But he's so wide open to attack. I don't understand. 2 zealots at the 3rd base. I guess I just walked over there. They got a drone kill, they got a Hydra kill, 2 Ling kills, not bad. 2 more Ling kills. I think those zealots actually paid for themselves. Yeah, this is such a weird, non-standard game. And the funny thing is, so there's still no wall at the natural for Sky. So I mean, if there were Hydras, they could literally just like walk up to the cannons and kill them, just because there's not that gateway in Forge to literally to keep the Hydras out of range. And the ramp's not blocked. It's like, I mean, yes, there's 2 cannons, but it's not blocked. The Lings could just run through it. Ah. I hate to make a funny, not funny, but a bad joke and say something like, it's amateur hour at BCTV. Since they're actually amateur players, but, yeah, I know. Of course they're better than me, so I shouldn't be making fun of them. Alright, so Sky is going for Corsairs, and a considerable number of them. He's already trapped a probe behind his main mineral line so that he can control the Corsairs better. Looks like 3 Corsairs were done, and another one was on the way. On the other side for Hero, he's getting his lair, 6 hatcheries, and Hydras. So one good thing for Hero is he hasn't had to get any static defenses. That's always good. Static defenses are a pretty big mineral drain. Since he went for Hydras instead of Scourge, we do see him getting Overlord speed. But, so yeah, moving to a middle game. And we have another hit squad of 4 zealots moving out. I don't know what they're going to do. Now 2 DTs, that's always nice. Of course, with the only Hydralists, the Corsairs aren't going to be kept in check as well. And so the DTs have a better chance of running in. But since, once again, these are 3 bases really close together, and each base has Hydras, I don't think the DTs are going to be able to do too much. I mean, they'll be great at stopping a 4th base from going down, but it doesn't seem like Hero's favoring that type of style. Or the mass hatchery plus Hydras style. So alright, we are approaching the mid-game. And looks like we do have a lot of Zealots. We got some Templar. Man, +1 attack is still not even halfway done. That's terrible. And that's either the 5th or 6th, maybe 7th? Wow, that's a lot of Corsairs. I think that's like 7 Corsairs. 7 Corsairs and +1 air attack, so a very formidable air force. Zealots do have speed. Uh-oh. We got Hydras. Oh, man. There's such a... The Hydras went out chasing the Corsairs. It looks like they actually got at least one. But in the meantime, the Zealots are chasing them down. And in small numbers like this, the Zealots are going to do far better than the Hydras. Oh, what? No, no. That was the wrong move. I cannot believe he did not chase down those Hydras. The Hydras were literally running away from the bases, so they were running away from the reinforcements. And, yeah. And said he's like, no, I'm not gonna chase you. Nice storm there. The dodge was a little bit slow by Hero. But alright, here we go. Probably have at least one more storm. There it is, he storms the drones. He got about 3, maybe 4 drone kills. Decides to morph the Templar into an Archon. Not a bad idea, considering the stage in the game where we are. Lurkers are out, there's no obs, so this attack will eventually be forced away. Still plenty of drones, plenty of Hydras. I'd say the loss was pretty... I think it was a bigger loss for Sky than for Hero. Another Psystorm. Catches a couple Hydras. And DT is hacking away at the 4th base of Hero at the 12 o'clock position. Ooh, man. But there was 7 Corsairs earlier. They're down to 4, and they're pretty heavily damaged. That's suboptimal. It looks like they... Alright, so the DT is forced to retreat. The 12 o'clock will survive. Only about 300 or 400 HP. But yeah, I mean, the Zealots totally should have chased after those Hydras. They would have caught them eventually, and I mean, reinforcements were not going to come in. And looks like Sky has forgotten to get his +2 attack. He plays such a weird style. It's like a... I don't know how to describe it. It's just it's a weird style. Oh, another Corsair goes down. So he's continuing to go Corsairs against Masked Hydra. Not optimal. Didn't take the free kills when he got him when he caught a huge group of... Not a huge group, but he caught a medium-sized group of Zealots. Medium-sized group of Hydras with his Zealots, and the Zealots would have easily beaten them without taking much losses. Oh, so, right, so Hydralist versus Zealot. It takes about 34 shots for a single Hydralist to kill a Zealot. And that assumes a little bit of shield regen. So, but the point is, it's just like so long. So even if you think of the Hydralist as firing something like, we'll say 50% faster than a Zealot, I mean, think of it. The Zealot takes 7 hits to kill a Hydralist versus 34 hits to kill a Zealot. I mean, 7 versus 34. That's so much. Oh, so we have a nice little counterattack by Hero. Looks like he's going to snipe the 3rd base attempt by Sky. And Sky brings his entire army back, and he's still not going to be able to save the Nexus. Cancel. I think it was cancelled. Those cannons are going to go down too if they don't get cancelled. Ooh, Storm Drop. Nice Storm. Probably about 6 probe kills. Plus he's got some from DTs. Oh, and he's dropping the DTs in the main. There's no Hydras in the main. There's no Overlords in the main. And Hero doesn't see it. What? Wow, Hero is not paying attention. There's no reason for that. I mean, he saw the shuttle come in. He saw the storm drop. I mean, you get a notification when there's a storm drop that you're being, attacked. That's how it works. And he didn't follow the shuttle. I mean, he should have at least assumed that there was like a second High Templar, so he should have run the probes anyway. Oh man. So whatever Hero was focusing on, let's hope it was important, because he just lost, 15 drones. And the Templar was still alive and had enough energy for another storm. Wow. Okay, so we've got 2 units for for Sky right above the third base. I don't know what that is. It might have been one of the DTs from earlier that, like, it just ran in and hid in the corner. Yes, it was. And he's going to go up to 10 kills. 11 kills. Oh! The humanity. No, they're not humans. The protostery? Humanity? Protostery? What do you call it? The alienation? I like alienation. Alright, so on the other hand, Hero's changing his tag. He's switching from Mass Hydra into Mass Lurker Ling. So of course Lurker Ling is different. Lurkers do pretty darn well versus Zealots because of the splash damage. Plus they do full damage compared to the Hydra's only doing the half damage. But yeah, so I don't know. There's just been so much as far as like economic losses for Hero. I mean, he's really gonna have to take this fight well if he wants to win the game. Ooh, bit of a double storm there. Oh, but Hero's going for a little bit of a surround. Yes, if he comes in with the Lings on the Goons, oh, this is gonna be a bad loss. Oh yeah. Because once again, Goons do half damage to Lings, do damage types. Really cost effective at taking them out. And it looks like no fourth base for Hero. I mean, he's barely secured his third. And he's going to lose this entire army. And he didn't even kill all that much. I mean, yeah, he probably thinned out some of the drones at the third base. But I mean, the army that attacked him and took him out was, you know, Zerglings, which they're even non-upgraded Zerglings. They're 0/0 Zerglings. Looks like Sky finally did get +2, but oh man, he lost so much. Up, huge lurker field. Ooh. They're not doing so good. Actually, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, since the Lings have 0/0 and the Goons have +2 attack, they should be able to kill the Lings in 3 hits rather than 4 hits. So that's pretty cool. You don't see that very often. We did see an Evo chamber. Ooh, a lot of Templar coming out. We did see an Evo chamber for Hero, but chances are it was for the missile attacks. Yeah. Ooh, is that? It looks like the Nexus is going to be saved just barely. But yeah, so as far as like what you want to upgrade on your units, usually you want to upgrade armor on your melee units, and you want to upgrade your ranged attack on your ranged units. Usually, Zealots are a little bit of an exception, and that's mainly because the +1 attack allows them to two-shot Lings, which gives them a huge advantage. It's also because they're melee and they're fighting melee units, so they don't need armor as badly as something like a Zergling, where half the battle is just approaching your enemy and getting up to them. Alright, so we have another Storm Drop coming in. This time it's 2 High Templar instead of High Templar and Dark Templar. Last time it did just a ton of damage. Oh, but Hydras are in the way. Templar drops. Storm is... Oh, first Storm is late. Second Storm is perfect, though. Oh, man. That expansion got emptied. That was probably like 12 probe kills. And of course with Storm Drops, the whole point is not just the, is it cost effective to lose 2 Templar and a shuttle for the 12 drones? It's the whole point of, it's lost mining time as well. Alright, so, it looks like pretty soon it's going to be 4 base on 4 base. Oh! Templar, or DT, HT, even more Storm Drops. Oh, DT killing drones, DT killing drones. More DTs, oh, the alienation. I don't know, it sounds really nice. Oh man, all the DTs slaughtering drones in 2 bases, and there's still a High Templar at the 3rd! Storm! 5 head drones. Oh my god. Drones at 3 bases have been just annihilated. And now the Hydras are just like standing next to Templar, and the Templar's like, what? What, you want some of this? Oh man. So it looks like Sky is trying to hide his DT like he did before. He might not be able to hide it, he might be able to pick it up though. Looks like the shuttle and the DT are in the same spot. I think it might be dead now. Can't see. You can only see one blip in the map in the upper left corner. But okay, yeah. So Sky is on 4 bases, even if 2 of them are mined out. Hero, on the other hand, he might have had cost-effective military engagements, but he's just lost all his probes again and again to storm drops and DT drops, and it's hilarious. I mean, with the amount of Overlord coverage he has and the amount of Hydras he has, I'm really surprised that all these drops are doing so much damage, but they're just obliterating Hero. Alright, so Sky is looking for some kind of a, I would say a Doom push, and he's taking the high ground outside the third base for Hero. Really nice storm on the lurkers, they were overly clumped up. Oh, second storm is a bit late though, so not all of them go down. But with the Zealots to buffer for the goons, the Lings all die super fast, and now there's like no army and very little mining for Hero. This is not looking positive. Oh, and so many storms, man. Nice storm. Oh man. So he knows that the Lings have to come around a corner, so he pretty much stormed the corner, and all the Lings that tried to go over it went down. A lot of lurkers coming in, but once again they're clumped up, so they're getting stormed again. And Archon's doing surprisingly well against lurkers. Of course, since Archons have so much HP, you'd expect them to do pretty good against lurkers, but since they don't have much range, you know, you don't know. But alright, somehow Hero manages to clean it up. He pushes the army back. Looks like Sky's like, well, whatever, I'll just take a 5th base. Looks like Hero's trying to take a 5th base as well, but let's be honest, Hero cannot hold that 5th base, whereas Sky can. You know, I really think Sky should have pushed, you know, a little bit harder with his units. Okay, so the Zerglings, they have 2 armor, 1 melee now. So they've been getting a lot of upgrades. We've got 3 attack, 1 armor on the Protoss units. But that huge upgrade advantage that Sky had in the past isn't there as much anymore. But, yeah. Zealots are still able to 2-shot the Lings. And that'll give them an advantage for a while. But yep, 5th base is going down. It cannot survive for Hero. And another drop. Double DTs in the main and something at the natural. Oh man, Hydra's going down. Because remember, there's no static defense. Oh, there's so many probes! Okay, so that time the storm only got... You can tell that the harassment is just going really well when you say only 3 probes went down to the storm drop where the Templar escapes. And of course, you know, the reason why you mix it up and send, you know, high Templar into some bases and DTs into the other, there was this really great game a while back. I want to say it was Bisu who did it. Are those DTs going to kill the Hive? Looks like the Hive might go down to DTs in the upper left position. But yeah, so there's this great game by Bisu a while back, and he did this. Literally, it was the king of all storm drops. But he dropped 2 DTs in, I'm trying to remember how exactly it went down. It was something along the lines of 2 DTs were dropped into the main. And so, you know, of course, the second you see the DTs being dropped, you transfer all your workers away. So the 2 DTs went into the main, workers were transferred away, and right as he did that, he put his shuttle on the high ground so they couldn't see, and he had 2 high Templar still in the shuttle. And so right when the probes from 2 bases showed up at the natural, he just did a double storm drop on that. And so it was just so hilariously awesome. I mean, it was just pure slaughter. I mean, so many probes went down. But yeah, they really need to get that on Brood War, get the units lost station. Whoop, double storm. That was a little bit of a panic double storm. But man, Hero's got a lot of Lings, and Lings are just overrunning the Protoss forces. And another storm drop. You know, this is kind of odd. I mean, I feel like I don't want to say Sky is playing bad, but it's almost like he's, I don't want to say he's purposely like doing, I don't know. He really should have won by now. It looks like his probe saturation is just really bad at all of his bases. And he just hasn't been spending his money making enough. I don't know. I feel like with the amount of harassment he's done, the amount of damage, he really should have been able to kill Hero by now. But he's not, and he's losing his 5th base. And he's got a whole lot of probes there. What? No! And he's pulling his army away! He is pulling his army... So he's got, like I said, he's barely got like one one worker per patch at his third and his fourth bases. That's probably why he doesn't have the men he should. And I mean, even with all the harassment, it looks like Hero has better saturation than him. And once again, for no reason at all, he could have saved his base at the 3 o'clock position. And he's like, no, I should let that die, you know. I really should. So he's lost all his probes and the entire base, just to like a handful of lings, because I mean his cannons did pretty good. 1 DT whacking away at the 5th base for Hero. Looks like it's going to go down, but the army's coming in. The army could take it out again. A lot of Zerglings there. Uh-oh. Oh, but nice. You've got Zealots and Archons versus Lings. That is... yeah, you don't want to be a Ling in that battle. Archons do 6 splash damage. Uh-oh, but Lings from behind. Pretty good storm. Alright, so it looks like Sky is going to win this battle. So with this battle being won, he should be able to take out this hatchery. Alright, so both of them are still on 4 bases, but the amount of harassment that's been done, here was actually still mining on all 4 of those bases. Versus Sky is only mining on 2 of them. But yeah, he's... So is that like a 30 supply lead, it looks like? Alright, please. You didn't do it right the last time. You gotta do it right this time. Chase that army and kill all those Hydras. And we have another drop. It's single DT this time, and it looks like the shuttle has speed. Right, DT has 2 kills. Oh, that's a hilariously awesome trap on the ramp. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Looks like this guy's like, well, now that I'm here with my army, I might as well make another base. Another single units drop. Alright, he picks off 2 more drones. Oh! That was like 7 kills right there. All drones. Now, I hate to say something stupid, but with how badly Sky's been controlling his army, and with how good he's been controlling his storm drops, maybe he should just, like, storm drop the enemy army. I mean, wouldn't that make more sense? You know, just, like, leave observers reasonably near to the army, come in from behind with a speed shuttle, drop 2 Templar, storm the army, and fly away. I mean, of course it is a slight problem, because if you don't kill the Zerg units, they'll regenerate. But at the same time, I mean, you know, every time he's attacked a base, he's lost a lot to, like, you know, reinforcement Zerglings. Versus every time he's gone for these drops, he's just killed drone after drone after drone. But yeah, it looks like Hero's finally starting to run pretty dry. He hasn't gotten that 5th base up yet. And his drone saturation, he hasn't been able to remake the drones like he has all those other times. 40 supply lead for Sky. And, oh, this is just so hilariously terrible. He's putting cannons on the high ground to take the bottom right main. He's transferred in Lings. Oh, but he's been scouted. Zerglings are on the... Of course, they're on the move command, which you shouldn't be doing. You should be A-moving them, so they... Oh, but here we go. We got another drop. What have we got? Oh, no. No drones to drop. And the Hydras are like, no. Oh, and the probe's transferring away. Speed Shuttle's like, oh, hi, Hydras. Actually, the Speed Shuttle is chasing the drones. This could... Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh. So finally, this one time, here's gonna pay attention. Okay. Alright, so we've seen all these Zerglings that he's been using this entire game, and he still doesn't have adrenal glands for them. I mean, that's like... That's a gimme. So that was that same Templar from before, 9 kills. And he's still got a storm left. Oh, no, but he's gonna die to random Zerglings. No, he gets saved. Alright, so finally, with just tons of harassment, looks like Sky is gonna take that one off Hero. Alright, so GG. Score's tied up 1-1.